Hello, welcome to the Projection Project. My name is Rain. I'm your super awesome and epic cool host. And today I'm back with me again, Estelle.
Hello.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So today, we are going to be having, I guess this is kind of like a part 2 to our multiverse and perspective theory episode. It's currently, and has been for a while, the most popular episode that I have. We wanted to make this episode. Don't laugh at me. Well, okay. It's popular, and if we make a part 2 and we talk about how our opinions changed, people like, what if people hate that episode, but they like everyone's listening to it? Like,
that just oh no.
Because we filmed that back in like October, and if people are listening to it now, and our opinions have changed.
Yeah, it's a good thing that opinions have changed.
So basically, this is us. This whole episode is just a fat part 2 about talking about our opinions that have changed, adding stuff on, either that we wanted to talk, that we wanted to add on, or we forgot to talk about, or other fun things that have popped up. Stuff like that. Yeah. Woo! Okay. So, first things first. How has... Well, I guess I'll answer first. So first we're going to talk about how our like current like opinions have changed about like the theories, like the 2 main theories of shift talk, quote unquote. Because that's not even like that big of an argument, not an argument, but a debate anymore. Like, it was big during that time whenever we filmed that episode.
Yeah, it was crazy at that time.
People don't even like talk about it that much anymore. I don't even know if some people know what it is anymore. But okay, so at the time whenever I filmed, so if you're listening to this now and you haven't listened to the first part, go listen to the first part and then come back. Okay, so at the time whenever I filmed the episode, I talked about how I was more into the perspective theory, but I still believed in the multiverse theory, like science-wise. I ended a completely different episode that didn't relate to that theories at all. I changed, like, I talked about how my opinion had changed. Don't know what episode it was. I'm so sorry. But now I think that it's like a good mix of both, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say right, like you would know. Like you would know. What do you think, Estelle?
Oh, well, my perspective has also changed. Originally, I also believed in the perspective theory, mostly because, in my opinion, shifting just from early shift talk didn't sound realistic. It just sounded in my head. And I knew a lot of people who also thought like that too. But since then, the other month, I believe, went down a rabbit hole on astral projection. And from there, I actually learned about the definition of quantum jumping, which is just the scientific way of saying shifting. And it, like, in my brain made so much more sense than saying shifting. It like felt more real and more realistic. So originally I thought a script was just playing God. You're just making everything up. We're like, but since there are an infinite number of realities, our script is just narrowing down where we want to go, which just makes so much more sense than shifting. So since then, I have changed terms from shifting, which I associate with the old shift talk misinformation, to quantum jumping, which sounds more realistic. In my head, we are just in our script narrowing down where we want to go, and we just go there. But haven't actually gone there yet.
Yeah, whenever you first told me that, like, that blew my mind. I remember I sat on my like phone and I was just like staring at my wall, and I was like, she's right. Like, I was like, but I think it was like 2 episodes ago, I talked about how I didn't really know like if quantum jumping was reality shifting. Obviously now I know that it is, and I think generally we should switch to it, like starting to use it more than reality shifting. I think that people prefer to use reality shifting or shifting because shifting is more like like in a normal vocabulary rather than quantum jumping, because quantum quantum jumping sounds so scientific and high and mighty, and not high and mighty, but like you get my point, hopefully.
I totally get it, but that's exactly why it's helped me because I feel like I cannot separate like the misinformation like from shifting, but looking at it from quantum jumping the scientific way, it just makes so much more sense and it's almost like simplifying it because all you have to do is go there. Like with shifting, they big creators, or not all big creators, but a lot of creators in general talk about how you need methods and affirmations and you don't actually need methods. You don't even need affirmations. You just need the intention. And obviously, you can use affirmations for intention. But if you want to go there, and if you really, really, really want to go there, then you will go there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, how this, I guess, this kind of leads on to what we wanted to talk about. So, how has your shifting like mindset changed? Like, obviously, we filmed several months ago, and people go through like ups and downs through like their shifting journey. So, how has your shifting mindset changed?
Well, so since then, I don't use any method at all. Well, no, yeah, I don't. I rarely ever use affirmations. But the other week I was just laying down and I was like, I'm not even gonna try and shift. I'm just gonna think about it because I like to world build for some reason. Just think about things that I could possibly add or whatever. And I was just laying down on my back, and then all of a sudden, it's like my whole body just filled up. I'm going to explain it as energy. I don't know why. And imagine you were laying down, and all of a sudden, you just like you fall backwards, like head first, fall backwards into like a tunnel or something. That is exactly what it felt like. And then as soon as like I became aware of this, for some reason, it was the craziest thing. And it's exactly what I said. I said, am I about to shift? And then as soon as I thought that, it just all stopped. And then I just fell asleep straight away. It was the most bizarre experience. And I've never had anything like that happen, even when I had the different mindset.
Have you, okay, wait, whenever that was happening, did you get like really hot? Like, did your body get like really hot?
Oh, honestly, there was so much going on. I do not remember.
Okay,
It just felt like so overwhelming.
because the one time that I considered that I was really close to shifting, I like how we're like, we should stop saying shifting, and then that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
It's because we're like, it's so ingrained in our mind. But in
This is
the
exactly what we're talking about.
anti-shifter comment video, which is like 2 episodes ago, I talked about one of my like closest shifting attempts, which was like back in like November, I think. And I talked about how I felt like I was getting ready to teleport, and then I had like I was kind of like energy, yeah, I guess you're right, like energy like building up, and I got really hot, and like I felt like I was like gonna go, and then like it like went away, like I didn't teleport, and I was like, what? Like I don't know how to describe it.
When I became aware and I said the term shifting, everything just went, yeah, never mind. And I didn't even get a chance to process it. I fell asleep straight away. And then I woke up the next morning and didn't remember it. I only remembered it halfway through the next day. Oh, it was so crazy.
So okay, so probably for a while I haven't been trying to shift too much because I have a bad thing of like hyper fixating on things, and I like if I don't have like a hyper fixation, I guess I'm like I don't know where to go. So that's kind of like how I've been for a while. Um, or like some random night I'll be like, I kind of feel like trying, so I'll go. I also I guess actually I've been like this for a while, like a really, really long time where I don't use methods. I like probably several months. I haven't used a method in a very long time. Um, there's like little tiny things that I like with counting. Like I just like that, but obviously I don't consider just counting a method. Like it's just, but I just like I still like listening to subliminals and meditations and stuff like that, but that's not a method. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I guess like my mindset has definitely been more carefree, and I'm okay if I like don't go. Like originally beforehand, I was always really hard on myself. And I figured like you think that since I'm I guess I'm almost at the 2 year mark, and like, and once I hit September, I'll be at the 2 year mark. But like, you figured like at this point I would be so hard on myself, but now I'm just so carefree about it that I'm like, it's all right. Like nothing bad is gonna happen if I don't go. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. I saw a phrase the other day, actually it was last night on TikTok, and it was your body knows how to shift. And I know they use the word shift, but like it does make sense. Only you and your body knows how to go there. And
mhm.
I don't know, that phrase just sat with me for a while, and I was like, that is so right. Why are we all panicking over like methods and affirmations and how to do intention? Like you already know.
Mhm. Okay, this was actually something you told me, and I think this was actually something kind of, like that generally kind of helped me was, you were like, this was whenever you were like deep into like researching shifting, and um you said like you don't really need to like, you don't need anything, like you just said before, you just need intention, and you really just need to like think about like your DR, like that's like you can really just do that and shift. And for a while I was just like doing that, like I was kind of just daydreaming while I was trying to fall asleep. And honestly, it kind of, obviously it doesn't work because I haven't shifted yet, but like it works. Like like it gets you like, I don't know, try it. Like just lay there and like, I know a lot of people
Just
love
think
doing that
about it.
anyway. Or like maybe play a subliminal in the back or something, or meditation, and then just daydream. It's a blast. Plus, I know you motherfuckers listening love to daydream before you fall asleep. So it's a
It
hobby.
also connects you to your DR. It's actually really peaceful sometimes as well.
Personally, I don't know about anyone else. I like, depending on like where I'm trying to shift to, I just loved walking around places. Like sometimes I would imagine stuff with characters, but like, for example, I'm just gonna use Hogwarts. But whenever Estelle told me about that, I was trying to go to X-Men, but like I would just like, even I would imagine it empty for some reason, the castle, even though it's most time full of people. But I would walk around and like touch stuff like the wall and like go sit at the tables in the Great Hall and like go walk on the stairs, and it would be empty because that's how I would imagine it. But like it feels so nice. I mean,
Yeah.
you get what I mean? It doesn't feel, like I can't feel anything, but like you get my point. But just like do little stuff like that, walk around. You can imagine stuff with your characters. Like if you can, and you can imagine however you want. Like I know people are like, do I have to imagine them first? No, you can imagine them third if you like. It doesn't matter. And okay, with shifting in general, everything you do does not matter. I
Honestly.
think people generally like panic, not panic, but maybe it is panic too much when they come to shifting. Like they're panicking too hard over like small stuff, which like I get it if you've been here for like since 2020, because like it's kind of engraved in your mind.
Yeah. People focus too much on the method and like how to get there instead of focusing on being there and the actual place. That is why I and Rain also say you don't need a method or even affirmations. You just need the intention slash, want to go there to get there. And only you slash your body knows that.
Yeah. I yeah, I think that was like the problem I had for a long time. I was focusing so hard on a method that like I I wasn't like seeing any progress. I think a lot of people are focusing too hard on methods, and obviously methods are nice for some people, but also I think some methods are like too complicated.
Oh,
Like they're like go cartwheel in the hallway and then do 100 to 1 in your head and then go do a backflip outside and then go lay down on your bed and fall asleep and then wake up again at 3 a.m. Like what the hell? Like what is
don't.
that? So before I ask this question, I'm gonna give you like a rough definition because on TikTok I couldn't find like a actual definition anywhere in like the 10 minutes that I looked, for anyone who
The 10
watched
minutes.
for the 10 minutes that I looked. But I feel like it's like a pretty like easy. Okay, the one definition I found, it used the word in the definition, and I was like, wow, that's not how this works. Um, okay, so
Perma shifting is when you perma shift.
I'm like, Okay, so someone also requested us to talk about this. So yeah, anyway, so permashifting, for anyone who doesn't know, I feel like most people know what it is because it's a really heavy topic. Shift talk. Imagine if we call it quantum jumping, shift quantum talk, quantum jumping.
Quantum talk, jump talk.
Done. Okay, anyway. So permashifting is where you leave this reality and permanently stay in another reality. And then you always have the option to come back to this reality. But I don't know. I'm not anyone. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So what is your opinion on it?
Well, I personally would never ever perma shift. I like the current life I live, but I don't have anything against anyone who does. It's not really my decision or yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't okay. So my opinion is changed on this because originally I was not for perma-shifting. And a lot of podcast episodes we've talked about using shifting as an escape method. And I've talked about not being for it for anyone who's listened to a lot of the beginning episodes. But there was an argument that made me change my opinion. And I've seen this argument a couple times, but the argument was that I'm using shifting as an escape method is that there's tons of things we use for escape methods or escapism, like reading books and playing video games and doing art, anything like that, or going for runs. And I'm like, they're totally right. They're totally right. I'm like, damn. And that made me change my mind so fast. I was like, they're right. And so I'm not gonna permanent shift, but I'm totally for if you do it. I don't care if you do it or not. But I am for it. Do whatever you like. I am not gonna do it because it's not for me. I tried to do it and I realized that's a bad idea for me. But I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you happy because I don't know what makes you happy because I'm not you. But that's just my opinion. Why are so many creators against it? Do you know?
No, I don't. I actually haven't seen many people against it, to be honest. I think we're on different sides of shift talk.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The first definition I heard was completely different to the one that is being like going around now. The first definition was like genuinely not coming back ever. And that like didn't sit right with me. So of course I disagreed with it, but I am almost certain that was misinformation. And now, I've been, what's the word, updated?
Informed?
Informed of the actual definition.
So whenever I first heard of it, for the longest time I had no idea what it was, and I kept seeing it all over my Facebook page because I think I posted a video saying creators arguing over whether permission shifting is good or bad, and someone or in the comments I'm like, I'm gonna be honest guys, I don't know what it is. And yeah, I didn't know what it was for the longest time, and most of the creators I was seeing in the beginning like were not for it. And then like for a really long time. And then I started seeing more and more people saying that they were, wait, did I say that they were for it? I meant to say that they were not for it. Like it was like a lot of like big mainstream creators said that they were not for it. And then I eventually started seeing other creators saying that they were for it and other stuff like that and being more informative about it. Also random creators were like putting out their opinion randomly whenever it wasn't needed or people didn't ask for it. I'm like, we don't care. So I saw a video with a creator that I really love talking about because some people were scared about trying to perma-shift about with karma because karma is involved in religions, if you don't know. And I should specify in certain religions because obviously if you're okay, anyway, I'm done. I was trying to like explain it. Some people are like, I don't want bad karma from perma-shifting, and this creator explained it like beautifully. So basically, okay, so people think that if you use shifting as like an escape method, it'll give you bad karma and incomplete fulfillment. and that's not what it is. Like, is what the creator is saying. So the reason why that doesn't work is because whenever you permashift, you're you're not leaving this life, but like you're living your life in a different reality. Therefore, you're avoiding the karma, and you're going like you wouldn't receive bad karma if you're not in that life, you know, because you have different karmas in different lives, because you're having two different lives, or not two different. I mean, you're having a different life. You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, this creator that I'm like paraphrasing off of, and they don't know if it's true or not, but that's just their opinion. But I really agree with what they say, and I really like their videos. If you know who I'm talking about, shout out to you. But it obviously like comes down to if you believe in karma or not. But I can people just stop spreading misinformation around banks?
I know, right?
Like, especially if you don't believe in karma, why would you bring up karma anyway? Like, what was the reason? No.
Isn't that what Cardi B said? What was the reason? I think I saw that video too.
Yeah, what was the reason? Wasn't she on like a TV show?
It was like something to do with another girl.
I don't know. I don't have cable, so I don't really like watch TV really. Anyway, we could talk about, have you lucid dreamt since then? Since we last had our episode?
No, because I don't dream because I'm always.
Well, you dream every night if you hit REM sleep, you just don't remember.
I've noticed that. That's like the one thing I don't like. I like remembering my dreams. Like for some reason I love dreaming and I never remember them anymore. It's really sad.
Okay, I told my mom this, and you know what I've realized? Because you dream multiple times a night if you didn't know that. Or you have multiple dreams a night. And I think I talked about it in the episode, but I'm at the point where I'm remembering almost all of my dreams a night. And I don't think that it's like dream cut. I think your dreams transition into new dreams, because for example, the reason why that made me think of this is because I was having a dream about Star Wars, and then all of a sudden it was Star Wars and MCU was involved, and then all of a sudden it was like completely something else, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, hold on a second. I'm like, how did we get here? No. I was like, this doesn't make any sense, because I remember like it was like smoothly transitioned, because the reason why I transitioned to MCU is because we were talking about lightsabers, and then someone brought up like what kind of lightsaber like a character would have. I think it was Clint, and I was like, hold on, because I don't know why, but like one of the Star Wars characters, I think it was, okay, so Samuel L. Jackson is in Star Wars, if you didn't know that, and I think he said that. I don't know if he was Nick Fury or his character in Star Wars. His character in Star Wars, his name is Mace Windu. No, what's his first name? I think his character is Mace Windu. No, I don't know his first name, but it's Master Windu. And Master Windu, and I don't know which character he was, but he mentioned Clint and his lightsaber. And so yeah, I think they just transition is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's like dream, sleep, which like like is blowing my mind. Which I don't know if that's true or not. And maybe I'm just stupid and that's already been proven to be true.
It makes sense.
Because also you only dream for like 90 minutes.
Yeah, you're not gonna like stop dreaming and then keep dreaming.
Yeah, dream for 5 minutes, stop.
I honestly think it does transition to whatever like you're subconsciously thinking about, maybe.
Yeah, because you remember, I also think it was that same episode where we were talking about like or the first episode where we talked about if we thought that dreaming about comfort characters or a DR was a sign that we were going to shift, and I was like, no. I was like, it's not. It's literally not. Why do people think
because
this?
You're obsessed with them.
Yeah, I'm like, it's because you're reading whatever, you're watching whatever all the time. They're going to show up.
I always have dreams, like not necessarily nightmares, but if I like watch something, like even if it's a thriller or an action movie, I always have dreams after it for some reason, like usually if I am dreaming.
What else did we talk about? I didn't think we'd cut through everything so quickly.
Oh, I know. Well, we talked about everything. We talked about our new shifting experiences, dreaming, and how we don't use methods anymore. Like, we talked about everything we were going to talk about, and what was in the first episode.
I know.
Well, part 2 maybe isn't as long as part 1.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it would be long. I don't know why. Obviously we don't need to talk about clones because clones has been debunked.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a clone, eh?
Yeah, if you still believe in clones, get out of here.
I never really believed in clones. I didn't even know what a clone was. I was like, what the fuck is my clone's gonna do my homework? Okay.
I didn't really like believe in it, but I still scripted stuff just in case.
My clone cleans my room and does my homework.
I'm like wakes up to my alarm, goes to my class.
Yeah.
That's my homework.
You know what I scripted that my clone goes to the toilet if I needed to.
This is totally different. Well, it's not that different because it's about multiverse. Estelle and I are so excited for the new Doctor Strange movie.
But here's the catch. I am Wanda's biggest fan, and Rain is Doctor Strange's biggest fan. So
I'm not his biggest fan. I like Doctor Strange, but I'm not his biggest fan.
So let's do that again. I'm Wanda's biggest fan, and Strange is. Oh my god! Okay, let's try that again. Okay.
Strange is Rain's biggest fan.
Okay. I am Wanda's biggest fan, and Rain just kind of like Strange. No, whenever I think about Doctor Strange, I just think about that fucking fan fiction. That one fucking fan fiction.
Okay, hey, if you guys wait, my mom's gonna listen to this. Oh, hey, sorry, mom. Mom skipped like 10 seconds. No, it skipped like 30 seconds. Okay, if you guys have never read Baby Blues and Tattoos on Tumblr, it is the most sheet gripping smut you will ever read about Doctor Strange in your entire life.
I was forced to read it and I have never recovered.
I know, yeah, I was the one who told you to read it.
Every time I look at him, I can't.
There's also a part 2 to that fic if you're interested. It's also linked on that on the one. But no, most people have read it at this point. But no, it's so good. But if you've never read it. That was part of the reason why I ended up simping for Doctor Strange.
Oh, stop it! No.
And then edits kept filling my view page, and I was like, no, I can't fall for another 40-year-old man.
Me and Batman. I went and watched Batman, and all of a sudden, heaps of Robert Pattinson videos coming up, and I was like, not another phase. I can't do it. Not again. I can't make another script.
I don't find him attractive, but I do find him very funny.
No, I like his personality. Although there were some good scenes in Batman.
Yeah.
It was so long though. Oh my god.
Whenever you said you didn't know it was 3 hours, I was like, you're joking, right?
I thought it was 2.5, not 3.
It was 3 hours.
Like it was I understood it was a detective movie, but like goddamn, our theater seats aren't that comfy. And I didn't even buy any popcorn. I bought a lemonade and that was it.
I always buy snacks for movies.
I had $4 and so lemonade it was.
Wait, I just realized whenever you go and see Doctor Strange, you're gonna have to wait 3 days before having to talk about it with me.
Yeah, because I get to see it on the 4th of May.
And it comes out the 6th, but I'm seeing it the 7th in the morning.
I don't even know if I'll get to see it because the bookings are all weird and shit. Like I literally was like, can I book tomorrow? And she was like, yes. And then I couldn't. And I was like, fuck.
Stupid.
Yeah,
my mom didn't want to see it on Friday night. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, we can just see it Saturday morning. So we're seeing it at 10:40 a.m. on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. We're going to see it.
Oh my God, I'm not prepared. It's only 2 hours, and I don't know how they're gonna get everything done in 2 hours because they have spoiled so much of the movie. I don't know what's left to spoil. Like, what are they not showing us?
I know. Okay, first of all,
What are
can
your
I be real
theories?
for a second? I have no idea what the plot of this movie is. Like
Oh, honestly,
the
I
trailer
saw a
tells us
leak.
nothing.
I saw like a leak of the blurb. I don't know if it's out yet because I went on my cinema thing for the description and it said that it wasn't specified. But I saw this picture and it was that Doctor Strange opens the multiverse and asks Wanda for help because he can't contain it or whatever. And we see that Doctor Strange, or another variant of him, has opened his third eye, which has happened before. And we see Wanda dreaming by the looks of it, and I'm wondering if it's not dreaming, but instead she's experiencing another version of her every day and seeing what she's seeing, but then realizing that it's not true because she wasn't actually asleep when she was touching their faces. Like when it switches from her touching her kids, not her face, not their faces, but just their arms. She's not like her eyes are wide open. I'm wondering if she's experiencing a different variant of her life through visions, and that variant because she's wearing a black cardigan, and when she takes off the black cardigan she's just wearing a white button up, which is exactly what the other Wanda with I'm pretty sure who killed the Illuminati, who has the blood on her face, somehow she comes through the multiverse. I don't know, but originally I thought that our Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, was going to be the enemy, but now since I saw her fighting alongside with Wong, I'm so confused.
So, okay, I have a couple of things to say. I thought the movie runtime was gonna be 3 hours, and then whenever I found out it was 2 minutes and 2 minutes, 2 hours
2 hours.
and 6 minutes, I was like, how is every theory supposed to come true?
Yeah, there's
um,
no way.
uh,
I'm so
I
scared that it's not going to live up to expectations.
me
Like,
too.
I feel like it'll be something really basic because Wanda isn't the main character. She's just the main side character. So they'll be saving it up for her. Like, I think it's rumored. I'm pretty sure it's just rumored, but it makes sense if Elizabeth Olsen is signed a 7-year contract that Scarlet Witch has her own movie, which then will open up. There was this comic, and I don't remember it, but like it was a multiverse comic, and there was basically a bunch of different variants fighting each other, like a variants of all of the original MCU characters fighting each other. I saw a theory about that, and it looked really interesting and like something the MCU could probably pull off. But
A lot of people. Oh, okay, wait. I gotta go back. Okay, I'm gonna say what I was gonna say, and then I'm
sorry, yeah,
gonna go back to what I was gonna say. A lot of people think they're setting up for Secret Wars, which is coming out this summer. It's the Eternals, the X-Men versus the Avengers, and it's obvious that the X-Men are gonna win. Okay, first of all, and everyone's like, why are the Eternals against blah blah blah? Okay, first of all, it's because the Eternals are against evolution, and the X-Men are evolutionary human beings. Guys,
Secret
are we
Wars was what
stupid?
it was.
Anyway, but obviously they're setting up for Secret Wars. They're going to make a live action Secret Wars. Okay, next, going back to what I was going to say originally. Okay, so if you don't want to hear possible leaks for this Multiverse of Madness movie, you might want to skip like a little bit. This is also just a warning. So someone managed to find like animated leaks of the movie, and it was like, you know how sometimes like they animate scenes in the movie of stuff that they want to happen to show the director. So someone posted like really shitty animations on TikTok, and it showed obviously Wanda, and I remember there being Charles Xavier. I don't remember which one. And something about like Charles tries to get her to like be better or something, and she ends up going back to like she's like I need help, but she's like I need someone who like I can trust or something like that. She goes and gets Agnes, and so Agnes might be in the movie. Or something. Like I remember like there being Agnes, but I think someone said that she wants to find her kids, obviously. So she ends up taking over another Wanda's body so she can have their kids. But then she tries to leave, like she leaves, and then that Wanda's like, the fuck? I think that like it's something like that. There's like that's obviously a whole bunch of random pieces, but like that's characters. Obviously, and I don't know who the fuck is going to be in the MCU Illuminati.
Yeah, I think I saw a theory that who is it? Doctor Strange's the girl, Rachel McAdams' character. What who's her character?
Right or right. Sorry, I just said the actress name. What is her name? Oh my god, I don't know her name. She's in Mean Girls. Her name is Regina George. She's gonna show up in the movie. She's gonna stomp on Steven. What is oh my god, what is the character's name? It starts with like an L or something. Or an A. Are you Googling it?
Christine.
I was so close.
Christine and L, yeah. So I saw that I saw a theory that Christine was working with the Illuminati.
Yeah, because in the background you see those like Iron Man Ultron things.
And look what she's wearing, it looks like she's in a lab.
Someone said that she's going to be the new night nurse. And a night nurse is actually in the Defenders series, and it's played by like Rosario something. And she like basically she like night nurses like patch up and take care of like superheroes. And the old one was in the Defenders, like took care of Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. So people think that Christine is going to be another night nurse, which would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, just going back.
The Illuminati's night nurse. Okay, sorry, I cut you off.
What I was trying to say about like I don't know why I said other variants of them, because I thought it would be. That's what I was trying to say, Secret War. But would they get the original actors to play? Would they get different variants? Because that's what I was meaning. Like, would they get different variants of the Avengers? What was the other one? Avengers, X-Men, and
Eternals.
Would they get different like cast? Like
they might have variants? The Young Avengers instead. Or it might just be Eternals versus X-Men instead.
I don't know. It seems a bit confusing, but apparently, like the theory I saw, which I was trying to explain earlier, was that the Scarlet Witch kind of opens that up from her solo movie, but I don't know how that would work.
I obviously we don't know yet if she's going to get a solo movie. Wait, is she getting a solo movie? So has that been like officially announced?
7 years.
Because I
feel like it has. I feel like there was a rumor that went around and now it has been official, but I don't know.
Because I have high suspicion and hope that, well, obviously Wanda's not an X-Men. She doesn't have the X gene. She's just a witch, but she's heavily correlated with the X-Men because of her relation with Magneto and Polaris. But I have really high hopes of doing something like kind of like the trial of, not the trial of Magneto, because that means like quote unquote Wanda dies, but like also like this was, we already kind of did House of M, but like I don't know if this is going to be a House of M like part 2. I don't know, but like I really
don't think it will be, because she hasn't created any mutants, and that's, or the House of M is when she says no more mutants.
Yeah.
And
there are mutants, just not in the MCU yet.
She hasn't created any yet either.
Well, she doesn't create mutants.
No, she hates herself so much that she kills them, right?
She doesn't. She doesn't kill them. They lose.
She takes away their powers. Yeah.
But there's like just currently there's not any mutants in the MCU that are can't, like, as of right now. Actually, okay, we can confirm. We don't know if it's that Patrick Stewart is Charles in the Multiverse of Madness trailer, despite Patrick Stewart trying to deny it. That is his voice. No one else has his voice. But as of right now, obviously Marvel now owns the rights to the Fox movies, but like we don't know about casting, we don't know about characters until they're fully introduced into the MCU by Marvel by themselves. But I get what you're saying. Like, there's no mutants as of right now. Like, they could just be in another multiverse, or another universe, but we just don't.
I did see a theory that the Wanda that has the children could be in that multiverse where there are the mutants, but it's just unlikely. I don't want Wanda to say no more mutants either,
Me
because
neither.
that was probably one of her lowest points in her life, to the point where she's taken away everyone's powers and killed a lot of them. And she would just be even more hated than she is now. And I don't want that for her.
Plus, if you're to start off the X-Men movie based off of like House of M, it's weird. Like, hey guys, here's the first X-Men movie, and they're all trying to figure out how to get their powers back.
Yeah.
No, people are gonna be lost as hell.
Yeah.
Because because so many mutants lose their powers, and only a couple of them regain them, and some of them gain different powers after House of M because of everything that happens, or they end up not regaining certain powers back. It's very confusing. So I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
But what
neither.
if the universe where Wanda has her kids is like the Young Avengers universe? Because Billy and Tommy are in the Young Avengers.
That is exactly what I was thinking as well.
And then I'm thinking, since we have a lot of the Young Avengers coming up, like, are we ever gonna get a Hulkling? Like, that's the only one that I never see coming up in any friend. Like, because okay, so there's Kate, and then in the next Ant-Man movie, we've seen Cassie Lang multiple times, but we haven't seen her in action. But we see Billy, Tommy. Is America in the Young Avengers? I think she is. And then Kate. The problem is a lot of these characters, they've aged them up, like aged them so wonkily that they like can't be like together or like shift or anything like they normally are in the comics. I don't know. And the only one that we know like nothing about whatsoever is Hulkling, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, Marvel. It's going to be so interesting how I do this movie, because it'll be important for the future movies. I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, there's so much going on in this in phase 4 that like I have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, neither.
Like, also, okay, can we also quickly talk about that Thor Love and Thunder is in less than 90 days and we don't have a trailer? Nothing.
Yes, I know. There's like nada footage. There's like, I think, 1 or 2 BTS photos that were someone took, that
I saw a
not
lot of
even.
BTS behind like videos.
Oh, I think I saw a few videos as well, but like there's nothing. There's no trailer. There's no like teaser, TV spot. Like absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because they recently started like a couple days ago they started filming like questionnaire stuff and like Q&As and stuff for like um for like after footage for Disney Plus and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe they'll start releasing stuff like after Doctor Strange is out.
I think so.
Or
Just
maybe
because right now no one would like pay attention to it.
but
Maybe.
or what if there is um what if there's like a teaser clip at the end of Multiverse of Madness? Like there's
Oh,
one with
maybe.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm definitely staying and watching it just in case.
I know I have a feeling there are going to be 2 end credit scenes for Doctor Strange,
So
and
like one for Wanda and one for someone else.
I have no idea. Like, obviously, I don't know how the movie's gonna end.
I was thinking of recording it, but I don't know if I want to. The whole movie?
I hope that they show the Thor Love and Thunder trailer afterwards, um, and stuff. That would make me excited.
Yeah, I would love to see that at the end.
Me too. Do you have, before we go, this is the last thing I'm gonna ask. Do you have any theories and or characters that you want to see come true in this movie?
Oh, I kind of want to see Agatha again. I want to see her relationship with Wanda now because I did see that Wanda has the dark fingertips and that there is a possibility that Agatha could come back.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking a drink of water. Yeah, I would also love to see. I think I called her Agnes earlier because I don't know I did that. I I would also love to see Agatha come back. I would love to see like multiple X-Men show up, please. Obviously we're bound to get Charles. I want to see a Magneto variant, please. I want to see a Magneto interact with Wanda because if for people who don't know, he is her adoptive father in the comics. Also, I want to see Chris Evans as Johnny Storm so badly.
I want to see Pietro again. I miss him.
Oh yeah, a lot of people want to see him.
I feel like she didn't really get to heal from that, and then from WandaVision, like all of that trauma was re-brought up, and I want her to find at least some peace with her brother because fuck, that would have been really traumatic.
You can swear on this.
Okay, I didn't know if I was allowed to or not.
I swear all the time. It's like a bad habit of mine. I should stop swearing so often. But yeah, I want to see. Yeah, I also wouldn't mind seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson's Pietro. I just like, okay, I know a lot of people suspect that Tom Cruise as the Tony Stark variant, and it's bound to happen, but people don't want it because people don't like Tom Cruise. And it's probably in the movie. Yeah, those are probably I don't have any fucking theories for this movie because everything is out the wazoo. But also, yeah, I did notice with her fingers getting dark and her suit is slowly getting more and more black. Did you notice that?
And on her heart, it looks like it's exploded.
Like it's little stuff that's super interesting. Also, I feel like America Chavez is like not getting like that much attention. Like her character is so important. I'm super excited for everything that's like coming with like America because I have a feeling that America is going to play a really important role in this movie. And I think,
yeah, me too.
Because like America, unlike everyone else, doesn't have multiple people. It doesn't have multiple versions of themselves in multiple realities. America is just herself in every reality, like because she can teleport, like do or have create portals through realities, which I think is interesting. Anyway,
I like that too.
Yeah. All right. So now that we've talked about Multiverse of Madness for forever, make sure you buy your tickets ASAP, everyone. Go watch it. Oh, you can't watch it now, but go watch it in a month.
6th of May.
Yeah, go watch it in a month. Watch Moon Knight. Anyway, this has been the part 2 of the multiverse and perspective theory. Sorry our opinions were so short, but we just wanted to clear some things up, bring up some other fun things you found interesting and stuff like that. Was there anything else you wanted to say? Throw in?
This is my 3rd time being on here. Yay!
You're the second you're the second person who's been on here the most. Olivia's number 1 at 4. And then I've had a couple people who've been on here twice. Woo! Anyway.
Yay!
Woo! Anyway, this has been a crazy, awesome, epic episode with a crazy, awesome, epic person. The English is great.
me.
If you didn't know, it's me. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day if you're listening a day or morning or night or whatever time it is. And goodbye.
Bye.